This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Tua has much more upside and talent and potential than Jimmy G. I don't know what conversation you guys are having on the talk line there, but I'm not. Jimmy G's a nice player, but he's had his opportunities already. He's kind of proven it. I think the problem we have with some folks out there is that there's a certain section of you that have given up on the quarterback already. So you've moved on. You want to trade for Watson. You want to trade for Russell Wilson. You want to sign Aaron Rodgers. You want to trade for Garoppolo. I hear all these crazy things, and yet, you're not being fair to the young man who actually did a pretty decent job under terrible conditions the last 2 years. And that's the part that I don't understand for the people that have given up on the quarterback. Okay, if you just sit back objectively and say, well, what if he actually had a running game and an offensive line and and a defense and a coaching staff on the side that can really call plays and design it? Do you think he would be better? And if you're saying no, it's like, well, didn't you watch it at Alabama at the highest level, that when he had a real coaching staff and he had the elements that he needed to win, he was able to manage things? He threw deep balls that people say he can't. I know he's not going to throw 75 yards. I know he can't be leaning sideways and deliver a ball, sidearm 30 yards downfield on a rope. I know he's not that dude. I know Matt Stafford does that. Okay, I get that Justin Herbert can do those kind of things. That still doesn't make you a great quarterback, because athletically you can do some things others can't. Lamar Jackson can do some things others can't, and yet he'll never be a great passer ever in his life, no matter how much he tries. And by the way, for those of you that will ever doubt that, all you got to do is put Lamar Jackson QB challenge on YouTube. Just watch it. Just watch that one. The man can hit a standing still target that's 20 feet away. Okay? Then go and do the same thing and put Dan Marino quarterback challenge and watch him hit every target. And then he goes and hits the one that's 50 yards away, moving dead center. Okay? So, there's sometimes guys can do things. I always talk about this, that we would go to the park and we would play football, right? And there's always that one guy that's got a wicked arm because he's a great athlete, not a great quarterback, but a wicked arm. He can throw it like 40 yards, 50 yards, 60 yards downfield, wicked arm. But he's not a great quarterback. But then there's the other kid that has the touch and all that. And that's usually the guy everybody wants to play with. The other guy will freak you out and do some things that most of us can't, but he can't be consistent ever because it's a skill. And Tua has that skill. He has the skill of passing. He can read. He can react. He can move around. Hell, he played behind the worst line in football and was one of the least sacked quarterbacks. How does that make any sense? That's because he's got pocket presence. So get him a running game so you can put linebackers on their heels. Get him an offensive line that can block. Get him other receivers outside of Jalen Waddle. Get him somebody that can actually design plays the right way and set teams up. And again, I hope you watched the homework I gave you yesterday on Brian Baldinger's video on Mike McDaniel in 2019, how he was just, going overboard on Mike McDaniel, on how smart he is. And it's an 8-minute video of watching Mike McDaniel's run plays absolutely fool the defenses left and right. Have you seen that video, Jordan? You need to see that video. That will freak you out. Every Dolphin fan that watches that video, you are going to be that much more inspired by Mike McDaniel, because the play designs that he has, and Brian Baldinger played on the line. And for him to be, he is just gushing over. And this is 2 years ago. This is not right now, not a month ago. This is 2 years ago he made that video. And when you see those play designs, that he's fooling the defense without the offensive lineman having to really give much effort because it's movement. It's making them already think and move before the play has even happened. And by the time they move, they have moved out of the play. It's freaking genius, dude. And those of you that watched the video yesterday when I told you, you know what I'm talking about. You watch that video and you're going to go, holy crap, okay, we got a real coach now. Now we got somebody that can actually design plays. You know, it's amazing. It really is.